Now coming to next lecture, that is interfacing of 8255 with 8085 microprocessor in memory mapped IO. Right? In previous lecture we have seen IO mapped IO. Now in this lecture we will see interfacing of 8255 with 8086 8085 microprocessor in memory mapped IO. Right? Now how many address lines are used? Only the difference is address lines. There we are using 8 address lines. Now here we are using 16 address lines, right? Now how many address lines are used? 16. That is A0 to A15. That means 2 power 16 addresses can be generated, right? Now that means 65,536. 2 power 16 value is nothing but 65,536 IO devices can be addressed, right? Now in this particular memory mapped IO we are using LDA address instruction in order to read the data and STA address instruction in order to write the data, right? Now here IO slash memory bar signal you have under 8085. Now this is logic 0 because it is a memory mapped IO, right? Now similarly we are using read signal for reading the data and write signal for writing the data, right? Now this is about the brief description of memory mapped IO, which we have seen introduction to IO interfacing, right? Now again I am saying, before going to the interfacing part, now total 16 address lines you have under memory mapped IO. That means 2 power 16 addresses can be generated, right? Since you have 16 address lines, 2 power 16 addresses can be generated. That means 65,536 IO devices can be addressed. Nothing but 2 power 16 IO devices can be addressed, right? Now here we are using LDA and STA instructions in order to read the data or to write the data, right? Now you have IO slash memory bar signal. Now this is 0, logic 0, because it is a memory mapped IO. For IO mapped IO, that will be logic 1, and the memory mapped IO, this will be logic 0. Only these two differences. Address lines, there you are using 8, here you will get 16, and IO slash memory bar, there it is logic 1, here it is logic 0. Everything is same, right? Read signal and write signal, there also we are using, and here also we are using. Instructions are different. There we are using in and out instruction, and here we are using LDA address and STA address in order to read the data or to write the data. There you can address only 2 power 8 IO devices, but here you can address 2 power 16 IO devices, right? Now this is the brief description before going to the interfacing part, right? Everything is same, right? I am saying again, everything is same, right? First I am representing 8085 microprocessor, right? After that I will represent 8255 microprocessor, my PPA, right? Now 8255, now here you have IO lines of port A, that is PA0 to PA7, and next we have IO lines of port B, that is PB0 to PB7, right? And next we have IO lines of port C, that is PC0 to PC7. Together I have represented port C upper and port C lower, that is PC0 to PC7, right? Now here you have chip selection pin, right? Here you have chip selection pin, and here you have data bus buffer, that is D0 to D7, and next you have A0, A1 address lines of 8255. Now after this you have read signal, after this you have write signal, next you have reset, right? First I have represented 8255 pin diagram. Now reset is connected to reset, 8085 reset pin is connected to reset pin of 8255. Everything is same, only the difference is interfacing part, everything is same, only the difference is address lines are different, and this particular IO slash memory bar signal is different, right? Now D0 to D7, D0 to D7 of 8085 is connected to D0 to D7 of 8255. Since it is a bidirectional, I am using two way, right? Now after this, and A1 of 8085 is connected to A0 of 8255. Now A2 of 8085 is connected to A1 of 8255. Everything is same, right? And next we have IO slash memory bar, IO slash memory bar read signal A0 and write signal, read signal A0 and write. Now this is inverted, this is inverted. Now along with read signal and along with A0, along with read signal and along with A0. Now this is logic 1. After an inverting you will get 0. Now in order to read the data, this should be logic 0, A0 will be 0, right? Now this is AND gated. Now 0 0 directly you can connect to read signal. You can use any logic. I am saying again, you can use any logic such that input to your read signal should be logic 0, right? Now similarly, now this particular inverted signal along with A0 and along with write, right? Now this is AND gated, right? This is AND gated and connected to WR for writing the data, right? And the remaining address lines, A0 is over here, A1 is over here, A2 over here. Now remaining A3, A4, A5, so on up to A50, right? Now these are used for chip selection, right? You can use any logic here, right? You can use any logic here. You can use any logic here such that input to your C0 should be 0, right? You can use any logic here such that input of CS bar should be 0. The same thing. What is the difference? Here we are using only 8 IO lines under 8 lines and 8 address lines under IO mapped IO, but here we are using 16 address lines, and one more is this inverted, right? Except that everything is same, right? Now I will give an problem, then you will understand, right? I will give an problem, then you will understand, right? Now interface 8255 with 8085 microprocessor. Interface 8255 with 8086 microprocessor, so as to have port A address, as BCD0H and port B address as BCD2H and port C address as BCD4H and control word register address as BCD6H, right? The same thing, only the difference is inverted gate to IO/memory signal, and one more is address lines, number of address lines variation, right? Now first represent everything: A15, A14, A13, A12, A11, A10, A9, A8, A7, A6, A5, A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0, right? Now for port A, what is the address that is given? BCD0H, represent in 4-bit form. Now A is nothing but 1010, right? B is nothing but 1011, right? A is nothing but 1010 and B is nothing but 1011, right? Now 1011, right? 1011. Now what is C? 1100, right? C is 1100, 1100. Now what is D? 1101, right? 1101 and last one is 00, right? Now port B address should be BCD2H, right? Now 1011 11001101, now 20010, right? Now port C address should be BCD4H, right? 1011 1100 1101 0100, right? Now port D, nothing but control word register. This should be BCD6H, right? This should be BCD6H. Now this 1011 1100, right? 11010110, right? Now first represent 8086 85 processor, and next you represent 8255. 8255 with port A IO lines, that is PA0 to PA7, and port B IO lines with PB0 to PB7, and port C IO lines with PC0 to PC7, and here you have chip selection, and here you have reset, and this is 8085, right? Now reset pin of 8085 is connected to reset pin of 8255. D0 to D7 of 8085 is connected to D0 to D7 of 8255. Since these are bidirectional, I am representing here. Now A1 of 8085 is connected to A0 of 8255. Now A2 of A1 A0 is connected, 8085 is connected to A1 of 8255, and next you have IO slash memory bar. Now this is inverted. Next you have read signal, and next you have A0, and next you have write signal, right? Now here you have read signal and write signal, right? Now this along with read signal and with A0, now A0 value is 0, you have to represent here. Read signal should be 0 for reading the data. Now initially it is logic 1, after that this will be logic 0. Now this is AND gated, right? This is AND gated and connected to read signal, right? Now this along with A0 and along with write signal AND gated and connected to WR, right? You can use any logic such that this should be logic 0. Now this is done, right? Now A3 to A15. Now what is the value of A3? You have to go from here. And what is the value of A3? 0. It is inverted, right? Now A4, that is logic 1. Now A5, that is inverted, right? 0 1 0, right? Now A3 is logic 0, A4 is logic 1, A5 is logic 0, A6 is logic 1, A7 is also logic 1. Now A8 is inverted and A9 is inverted. A9 is inverted. Now A10, A11, now A10, A11, right? A12 and A13. A14 is inverted, right? A15 I am representing here. This is A15. Since I don't have place till here, I am representing over there. Now we have to all this, right? You have to all this, you have to choose such a logic, right? Now here you have 1, right? Now 1 with 0, what is the value? Now consider AND gate only. Let us assume consider AND gate only, right? Consider AND gate. Now what is 1 with 0? 0. 0 with 1? 0. 0 with 0? 0. 0 with 1? 0. 0 with 1? 0. 0 with 1? 0. 0 with 0. Now this is AND gated. 0 with 0? 0. 0 with 1? 0. 0 1 with 1? 0 with 1? 0. 0 with 1? 0. Anyhow you will get 0, right? Now this is AND gated and connected to chip selection, right? Now this is how to interface your 8255 with 8085 microprocessor under IO mapped IO. Everything is same, that's why I am not giving in depth, right? Just a brief idea I am giving. Only the thing is this is different, there you won't have here. And one more thing is here you have, there you have only 8 address lines, here you have 16 address line, that is till A50, right? Now this is how to interface your 8255 with 8086 microprocessor under IO mapped IO, right? Now here ends the interfacing part of general purpose IO with 8085 microprocessor. In next lecture we will discuss about the interfacing part of 8085 with ADC and DAC, right? After that we will see interfacing part with timers or counters, right? Now in 2 more lectures we will complete 3rd unit, right? 2 maximum 2 lectures till Saturday. I will complete, only the 4 topics are left out. One is interfacing with ADC, and another one is interfacing with DAC, and another one is interfacing with timers or counters, right? There ends your 3rd unit. And 4th and 5th are very short ones, right? I can complete within 2 weeks, right? Now this is about the interfacing of general purpose IO with 8085 microprocessor under IO mapped IO as well as memory mapped IO. Only the difference is inverted gate. In both interfacing, only the difference is inverted gate and the number of address lanes. Right? Thank you.